The trivia question can be on any subject, but today we have a history question. So today's trivia question is, what was the world's first combustible engine automobile? And we will answer that at the end of the show.
Learning.
Oh, yes.
All right, well, we've got to get our trivia answer. So I'm dying to know the answer to this one. Lily, what is the answer to our question?
So the question, just one more time, was what was the first internal combustion automobile? And that was the Benz patent motor wagon in 1886. Looks fancy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine driving that down the road today?
All kinds
That
of
would be
ways.
pretty nice.
That would be pretty nice. So that was called what again? That was called the Benz.
Patent motor wagon?
Well, the first vehicle was a steam-powered tricycle. Well, I mean, that pretty much looks like a steam-powered tricycle.
Just internal
It's
combustion.
an internal combustion powered tricycle.
Well.
That's the upgrade.
Well.
I would have thought that, I don't know, just off the top of my head, I thought Ford, but I think it's just because of the Motor T.
Right, it's
and
such
the
a classic. It is
production.
an old car, but you know,
Yeah.
I was even looking. So the Oldsmobile factory is even older than the Ford
Okay.
automobile factory.
But well, we were discussing earlier, I guess, why that's coming to mind. Lily, you got an answer to that. What's the answer? I can't remember. Was that
which one?
the Motor T or the Ford
Oh, gotcha. I mean,
or the Model
or
T?
Model T.
Model T.
I
Sorry,
mean,
not-
I just assumed it was Model T because I'm from Michigan, so
Model
I
T.
just
Oh.
pretty much like assumed right away it would have been the Model T because growing up, everyone's parents work at the GM factory or the Ford factory, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like that's what I assumed at first, but
But
then
really,
I
it
found
was
out
just
it was
the
actually
assembly
yeah,
line.
it was, yeah. And so it was actually pretty crazy to find out. When we actually did find out that the car was actually German, the very first car, it was really disappointing. Because I thought that's why we were known for the Motor City, but no, it's German, but oh well.
It's just
Kudos
because you
to the
guys were really
Germans.
good at manufacturing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cars.
Ford
That's
is really
all.
good at
You're
like
just good at
Yeah.
it.
streamlining that whole process and
Yeah.
getting it done quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that the assembly line synchronization that the Ford's introduced. That I was looking. So the man-hour time to make a car before the assembly line was 12.5 hours, and it got shortened to 1.5 hours.
Wow.
after
You
the
can
assembly line.
imagine how much more expensive it would be if somebody is putting 12 hours of manpower into something versus 1 hour.
Oh, insane. They said they were using way more people at the time, so they got to cut down on
Right.
people, increase profits, and that actually increased pay for all the workers who were on the line, which made, and you hear this talked about a lot, those jobs in the early car factories in the States were really good jobs to have.
Right.
And they changed it by, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, that before it was like one person doing a lot of different jobs, and what they did at Ford was one person did one job, so your job was like to put a panel on a door, and
Exactly.
you just kept going over.
And the word you're looking for is specialization, so they had
Yeah.
people specialize in one particular piece.
Yeah. Subscribe!
Come on, push the button.
You know
Yeah, you want to.
Do it.